Hey guys, it's Bex, and for today's video, I'm going to be giving the lyric explanation for my song, Love Don't Live Here. So the original concept for this song came when I was on a Smule live with one of my friends, and we just so happened to start talking, and she was telling me about this relationship that she was in for like 9 years, and she lived with this person, and then after a while, those feelings of love and endearment sort of just went out the window. And it was almost like her living with a roommate, and she said this line, "Love don't live here anymore." And from there, I just took that line and ran with it and became the song that you hear today. So when I started the writing process, I originally found this beat and I really liked it. Didn't know what lyrics I was going to put to it, but I knew that I had a title, Love Don't Live Here, and normally I start off with like lyrics and the hook and everything first. But for this particular song, I had that title stuck in my head, and I was in the car on my way to church, and those lyrics just sort of started popping in my head, and then that's where the hook was sort of born. Love don't live here, her addy has been changed. Love don't live here, she don't move far away. I started talking about love as a person just because I felt like it made the most sense for me. This love that you had with this person that was once there is long gone, and if it was a person, they would have moved away. And so that's where I sort of got, that their addy has changed and it's been that way for a while. We started as friends, then things kind of happened. I gave love a chance, you took me for granted. So this is like the typical meet cute relationship. You guys started off as friends and we're just getting to know each other, and then from that sort of stemmed this romantic relationship, and then after a while, things sort of take a toll downhill and they start to take all of those things that they were doing in the beginning to win you over for granted. They're taking you for granted, no longer, trying to woo you or court you anymore. I said enough is enough, then I put the deuces up, all ties were cut, hit that block so abrupt, my fallback game tough. We've had these conversations, I've put up with it for long enough, and now, peace out, I'm gone. Like, I'm cutting all ties with you. Anything that reminds me of you, I'm cutting it. I'm blocking your phone number. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Oh, you want to act this kind of way? Cool, I'm gonna just fall back. You messed up with the wrong one, or maybe the right one. Ain't done, but I am done. OD, over and done. So basically it's like, you messed up with the wrong one, but in the black community, we say you got the right one. Like, you got the one that's not to be trifled with. You decided to play the wrong girl, and so I'm done. And I made a call out to my song OD, that's on my first album, and OD stands for over and done. OD is also like when you're addicted to something and you've taken it to that ultimate point of finally hitting that climax of like, oh, my body can't take anymore. And so it's the same thing in a relationship of like, I can't take anymore. So I'm like, I've reached my peak and it's over and done. Our hearts grew so distant, I knew we were finished. You've been in a relationship for a long time, and now, that love that was once there, you've kind of grown apart from, and now at this point is when you know that the relationship is over. There's nothing left to salvage of it. Talking grew scarce, the love went and followed, but in her defense, dijiste que no te amo. Communication is so important. It's like the key factor to a lot of the problems that I feel people face in relationships. And so when the talking sort of goes down and you're no longer talking about those problems and talking through things and communicating with one another, that's when things start to go bad. So at this point, once the talking leaves, now, like I said love is a person. So once you stop talking to love, now love has decided to follow suit and leave. But I say in her defense, like, you said I don't love you, and words are very powerful. All we do is fight and fuss, don't even know about what, nothing to discuss. I'm leaving you in the dust, watch the bottom of my chucks. When you're in a relationship for a long time And all you're doing now at this point is fighting over things that don't even make sense, arguing about things like what to eat and what color the sky is. You're just arguing just for the sake of arguing, and it gets to a point where now there's nothing else to talk about. Like, we've started to have simple conversations and just start arguing. So now it's time for me to make like the wind and leave you. And in this process, I love this line, is like, watch the bottom of my chucks. The last thing that you're going to see of me is me walking out of the door and you watching the bottom of my shoes. Like, and I just felt like that was such a powerful moment when you're leaving a relationship and you have your head held high and the last thing that they see from you is like the back. I left you feeling brand new. I got a new man too, a real one. He's what a girl wants. Daphne. You've left this relationship, this toxic, or maybe not even toxic, but like it's not exactly where you thought it was gonna go. And now you have this new feeling like, I'm a new woman, I got a new man, he's everything that I've ever wanted. All the things that this old person wasn't. All the things that I wanted you to be that you weren't. This new guy, he's that for me. And then obviously I made an allusion to the movie What a Girl Wants, and the main character's name is Daphne. Some things are worth fixing, but in your case it isn't. In every relationship you're gonna have problems. That's like inevitable. And when you're coming to these problems, it's whether you feel like it's something you can work out or something you can't. And in this relationship, you don't think that anything could help. And so at this point, there's nothing worth fixing about it. It's just time to move on. Think I'm nice cause I got a pretty face, but this pretty face can get old. I mean, my heart is still pure, but trust me, this heart can get cold. You thought I was cute and that's why you came for me, but this same pretty face can get old. And in the same way that my pretty face can get old, it's the same way that my heart can get cold. Even though I'm a good person, my heart is still pure, but I can become a savage, and I will become a savage because you brought me to this point. This song, I think, is like a breakup anthem. You know, you've gone through the process of this relationship and now you sort of let love leave and you're okay with where the relationship is at. You're okay that love is gone and you're moving on to bigger and better things. The man behind the camera, aka my boyfriend, aka that brand new man that's everything you want.
Oh my gosh. Good job though.
We did it.
We did it.
I'm so proud of us.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. Okay.
Thank you.
Your first music video.
If you guys haven't watched the video, go watch the video.
Yeah, big facts, big facts.
Go watch it.